Saturday again. You know what that means? It's also the 1st of March. Which means, what does it mean? Something, something, something... Oh yeah, 2 weeks to White Day. Actually, it was Pokemon Day the other day. The Pokemon Direct, I watched it live. It was cool, I guess. I say cool, I mean, the thing that really caught my attention was the, more information on, Legends ZA. That's all well and good. I'm just happy with the fact that AZ is back, and he is still taller than anybody else ought to be. That is a climbable man. Anyway. I missed out on another Monday stream. Only, well, for 2 reasons, actually. First reason was that we did some housework downstairs. And, it was a very hot and very humid afternoon that day. And we did not have a air conditioner. We do not have an air conditioner downstairs. Thus, we were at the mercy of a couple of fans, pedestal fans, and also the hope that we'd get a draft in through the 2 open doors we had. And that only happened like when we were finishing up and it was starting to rain. So I ended up feeling pretty not good physically. My brain felt scrambled. I mean, there was another reason my brain was scrambled, but we could talk about that other day, some other time, maybe. Anyway, last we left off, we were about to investigate Miss Scone's room. So let's investigate Miss Scone's room. If I could get my window in focus. There we go. So that my controller has thingy. Can actually access the controllers. I didn't even notice that that guy just has his butt in the air. 7:30 p.m. Contest venue Scone's room. Whoa, a candy castle. And look, there are even some little elves to go with it. Oh, I remember this bit, actually. Things laid out, pretty much the same as Tangaroa's. 1 second, I have to adjust something. Hopefully that helps. Why? Oh no. Come on. Come on, lip syncing. You gotta do your thing. Hmm? I need you to do your thing. Come on. still haven't gotten it quite down pat. Because sometimes it confuses the E with the oo. That makes it funny. Flip. Anyway, back to the game. It's not as cold though. That's something. Let's see. Yeah, looks like there's a temperature control panel in here too. Sure is. Over there where that orange light is, right? We better take a closer look at it when we can. It's like a fairy tale storybook in here. And this whipped cream covered construction must be the work of Miss Delicia Scone. Where is Miss Scone?
Me? Why, I'm just over here, dearie. She's so small. Oh, just look at you lovely boys. Delicia Scone at your service.
Now, Delicia Scone's name, very easy to remember because in Japanese, it's just Delicia Scone. And then in the fan translation, it was Delicia Scones with an S on the end. Everyone hit it out the park with her name, seriously. I say.
Some chica bladders back in Blatty even call me Miss Delicious.
In where? They call you what? Called a lovely boy at 34. Unexpected to say the least. I'll say. Oh, lovely boys? Really? Even Mr. E?
Oh yes, dear. You, the detective over there.
Oh, whoops. I've not long had dinner.
You, the detective over there. You're all lovely boys to me.
I'm nobody's lovely boy, lady. Name's Bad. Yep. I wonder just how old she is. Finish this up so we can get out of here, Mr. Attorney. Yes, alright.
Objection!
Ah! Well, isn't that a blast from the past? Now to... Fuck. I did not practice my Tim Curry impression. Shit. How do I do that?
Spies! What's the meaning of this? Chit-chatting with the defense?
Mr. Edgeworth! Some scary guy just stepped out of the castle! He's just been in there this whole time! Von Karma. What? He's Manfred von Karma?
Beep. Sorry, mannequins. Mannequins?
The notorious prosecutor von Karma himself. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. von Karma. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law.
Huh. I couldn't care less what your name was. Your job is to lose to me and disappear, never to show your sniveling face again.
But a thoroughly rude individual. That's not the half of it. Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow. You're even scarier than they say! And you might want to keep such rude thoughts to yourself, Eddie.
Yes, indeed.
We were hoping you might permit us to carry out some brief inquiries, Mr. Von Karma. Ha! And why would I wish to extend you any such courtesy? This clearly isn't going to be easy.
I find it interesting that they gave him the shoulder touch when the shoulder squeezing animation, but that thing hasn't happened yet.
So long as your inquiries are limited to this room, I suppose I'll allow it.
Why the sudden change of heart?
You, the tall fellow. Name's Bad. Is that so hard to remember? Huh. I didn't ask for your opinion. The thoughts of a lowly detective do not concern me. But I do admire your spirit. Bad. See to it that these worms don't step out of line. Why do I have to? I'm not offering you a choice, detective. I need to go and look over Gusto's room. Good day!
Well, and he's gone. There he goes.
Great. More babysitting.
Why aren't Detective Bad and Mr. Von Karma investigating together? They don't seem to know each other well enough for there to be bad blood between them. Well, looks like we have permission to investigate. Guess we better get to it.
Indeed. I'm not sure I trust Mr. Von Karma's motives, but at least we can do that much. Hold up. I haven't been over this room yet either. You're not messing it up before I get my chance. You'll have to wait till I'm done.
Huh? But I thought you were the lead detective. How come you didn't take a look at this room yet?
Because I wasn't the first one they assigned. One of Von Karma's pets was on the job before me. Right up until just now, in fact. I got here not long before you did. That answers my question as to why they're working separately, I suppose.
What say we look over the room together, Detective? It worked out well enough before.
Then you won't have to worry about us messing things up. You can keep an eye on us as we go. What kind of screwball attorney asks to have a detective breathing down his neck? Guess I'm stuck with you for a little while longer.
Yes! You're amazing, Mr. E!
You have our thanks, Detective Bad. Don't be too grateful. This is my scene. The second you get in my way, you're out of here.
Of course, we understand. Now, shall we begin?
Okay.
I really need to see what the hell this guy is doing with his butt in the air still. Like... Don't turn around. Don't turn around. If you turn around, you'll eat it. You can't eat the castle. Don't eat the castle.
I guess he's watching his sugar intake.
Oh dear. Alright, let's have a look at the castle that Manfred, appeared out of.
It's an incredible piece of work. Hard to believe this whole castle is made out of sugar and cream.
Was it a meringue? I know, right? It's like we're inside a magical medieval story or something.
I didn't know you were into such fantastical things.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get so carried away there.
Oh, no need to apologize. I admire your enthusiasm. I sometimes wish my own son was as animated as you.
You have a son, Mr. E?
I do. He's still in elementary school, and yet he'd rather read a statute book than a fairy tale. I can't help worry that his interests will make it hard for him to make friends.
Oh, don't say that. He sounds super interesting. He'll make a ton of friends, me included. I'm sure.
I like to think you'd be more of a big brother to him than a friend, Eddie. I'm signing the adoption papers next week. You want in? Big brother, huh?
Guess I have some growing up to do. Better take this more seriously.
Indeed. Then with that in mind, shall we continue our investigation? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
We have some... a bit of everything, kinda.
Huh. These pillars. They have hexagonal indentations. Looks like something's supposed to go in there. Well, whatever they were, they're long gone.
Hexagonal indentations, huh? I wonder.
Castle's covered in whipped cream, so... maybe a giant strawberry?
A giant strawberry? With a hexagonal bottom? Is it jaw-droppingly large?
Look, I like strawberries, okay? Can't blame a guy for wishing.
Ah. I prefer bananas myself.
Oh, don't take that out of context. Blueberries for me.
Oh, nice.
The doors of the castle have been left wide open.
Clearly Von Kama was raised in a barn. Even then, not a barn that didn't even have a door.
Yeah, was it? God damn it. God damn it. Can't believe I called a joke.
It's too easy. Yeah, was the guy born in a barn? He could have at least closed them behind him.
I'd like to see you say that to Mr. Von Karma's face, Eddie.
Wait, there's a bunch of stuff inside. Let's see.
Hold it, kid. If anybody's gonna be handling evidence, it'll be me.
Yeah. My footage.
Cream's going all runny.
Oh no! It's melting!
It's all over the detective's shoes.
Oh no. Ah. Plane's going overhead. One moment. Alright, should be good now.
Why are all these items being stored inside a candy castle? Alright, tell me what you want me to look at first.
Okay. Let's look at these. These look like salt lamps.
2 big rock crystals? Looks like somebody was using the castle for storage.
Kinda expected something a little more exciting behind those doors.
What, Von Karma wasn't enough for you?
Oh, I know. Maybe they're giant uncut gemstones. And maybe this whole thing's based on a story about a castle with a priceless treasure hidden inside. No.
I think I'd treat my priceless treasures with a little more care. There's something on the bottom of them. Looks like a little... Oh, whoops. Looks like a little stand or something.
Stando. I was right. They are gemstones. The stands must be so they can be put on display.
Well, whatever they are, it seems they're not just a large set of paperweights.
Huge fucking paperweights.
There's a bunch of blue cloth back here. 1, 2, 3... 4 rolls altogether. Well, they certainly aren't made of candy. Nope. No idea what this stuff's for. Almost looks like somebody hid it in here. I think I've seen fabric of the same color somewhere else before.
That we have, I recall clearly. That looks to be everything. What's this say?
4 adorable elves and the sweetest little castle made of sweets. So that's the theme behind Miss Scone's creations, huh? Unlucky for her, things aren't quite as sweet around here as she's trying to make out.
Oh, some tools?
These must be the various tools Miss Scone used to build her castle. Buckets filled with cream, trowels, and a brush.
Sorry, I know the word. I just got caught up trying to figure out how to say it in Bad's voice.
Is she a patissier or a plasterer?
Don't you go making jokes at my expense, you cheeky young devil. Oh wait, is she supposed to be British?
Oh, that would make much more sense, actually.
I don't just slap stuff on walls like a silly old plasterer. I have to spread the cream out lovely and smooth, then work out all the rough patches.
That's literally exactly what a plasterer does.
Transferable skills. A ladder!
What's the matter? Something weird about the ladder? It's not a ladder, Detective Bad. It's a stepladder. Same difference.
But far from it, actually. You'd know if you observed their basic natures more closely.
Amazing, Mr. E. I'll have to remember this for future reference.
For looking into the true nature of ladders and step ladders. I can't believe that's an achievement.
What else we got here? We got some elves.
It's a cute little elf made of candy. And it's sitting on a little tree stump. Huh. The whipped cream decorations around it are beginning to lose their shape. But the elf seems completely fine. Strange.
It might be made of something different. Something not cream.
Yep. There's a blowtorch and some chemicals here. I guess it's all for cooking with. I wonder what these chemicals are. Let's take a look at the labels. Mango Down 911? Homicyanide 247? Wait, they're all poisons!
Poisons?
No, sir. They're common colorings and flavorings used in candies and desserts. The first is concentrated mango boiled down to its purest essence. Hence, Mango Down.
You're asking for trouble with a name like that. Now I'm curious as to what homicyanide might be.
Let's not say we did.
There's a small door on the wall here, just like in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Here, I'll open it.
Temperature 68 degrees. Light set to green.
Gusto say cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees? Temperature in here is too high. That is odd. I wonder why.
Hey, let's talk to Miss Scone.
What's the matter, Miss Scone? You seem a whole lot less cheerful than you were a minute ago.
Is it Mr. Von Karma? Did something happen between you two?
Why, yes. Nothing happened at all.
Huh? But you just said yes.
That was a hello yes, you silly boy. Aren't you just the sweetest little sugar dumpling? Remind me, what was your name again?
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie Lumpkin. Oh, you'll go far, dearie, I can tell.
Eddie Lumpkin?
It seems our English gentlewoman has taken a liking to you, Eddie. No small accomplishment.
Oh, good. I'm glad I made the quick accent switch when I did. She's not exactly what I picture when I think of a gentlewoman, Mr. E.
Never mind that now. We should ask her a few questions while we can.
Talk to us about the contest.
Could you tell us about what you did over the course of the contest?
Of course, dearie. Let's see. It all started at about 10 in the morning. That's when we set to work. And, well, I spent most of the time here in my room getting everything ready, as you'd expect. Oh, and then there was a lovely afternoon tea for an hour or so from around 1, I think?
Afternoon tea?
It's an English tradition. A chance to drink tea, enjoy a snack, and make small talk.
Ah, look at his smile!
Oh, very handsome. So, kinda like recess.
I suppose you could say that. Oh dear.
You really know your onions, don't you, Greggy Pegleg? Such a clever boy.
Sorry? Pegleg?
When did I become Greggy? And, where was this afternoon tea served?
Out in the garden, of course. There's a lovely little one just outside. They do it at the same hour every break time during the contest. They're on a nice little spread, you know. But today, only me, Samson Silly Pants, and Moody Judy were there for it.
Oh my god.
Sammy Poople had already finished his big creation, so he was there the whole time.
Who's Sammy Poople? God damn it! I can't do it! It's too much!
But poor old Chillywinks and Gusty Pants
Had to miss out because they hadn't finished yet, bless them. You're saying... Oh, I'm already out of breath. Ugh. I'm dying. Help. You're saying everybody except Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto was present.
That's right, dear. To tell you the truth, I hadn't finished yet either. But I wasn't about to miss out on tea and cake served by our two TV superstars. I went right back to work when I'd finished, though. Tootled off while the others were still nattering away.
And at any point during the contest, did you visit any of the other competitors' rooms?
What? No, dear, don't be silly.
That's strange, because your Your fingerprints were found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Wait, what?
Caught red-handed.
How do we know that? Oh wait, no, we do. We did figure it out. I forgot. But now I remember.
Wait, so you admit you were there?
Oh. Well, I can hardly deny it now, can I? But I didn't kill anybody, I swear. I suppose I better tell you what really happened. Just promise you'll believe me, won't you, dear?
What happened?
What exactly were you doing in Mr. Tangaroa's room?
Well, I suppose you'd call it research.
Research?
Sammy Poople's a dab hand when it comes to the old sweet making. Everybody knows that.
Oh, she's referring to Samson. Mr. Tangaroa. Oh, that took a while.
So when I noticed there was no one in there, I just popped in for a quick bit of research, like I say.
Research, huh?
What kind of research leaves fingerprints?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Yes, that well, it stands to reason I'd leave fingerprints, doesn't it? After all, it's hardly research if you don't have a little nibble now, is it?
Sorry, I was about to joke about something first dates, but like, I haven't had a first date in like 7 years. What? You ate little pieces of them?
So, the traces of tampering in Mr. Tangaroa's room, that was all you?
I'm ever so sorry, sweeties. I didn't mean to make a mess. I had to take a little bite here and there, didn't I?
You didn't bite into any... what's the word? Load-bearing chocolates, did you?
I didn't want poor Sammy Poople getting upset, so it was just the teensiest bits and pieces.
And the stand holding up the ship, you took a bite out of that too, I suppose?
Oh yes, dear, of course I did.
God damn it! Miss Scone!
It was you. You brought the whole thing crashing down.
I'm sorry, my lovely. Truly I am.
Hold on. Is that why you left the afternoon tea early? You were heading off for a second helping of sweets?
Look, please, just believe me. I never killed anybody, I promise.
Her actions were certainly suspicious, but that's about all we can say for now.
Can we present anything to her? My badge!
Yes, dear? What's this when it's at home?
It's a badge that proves I'm a qualified attorney.
Gosh, well done you. Shall I show you something lovely in return?
Ma'am? Oh,
See this big pink hat I'm wearing? It proves that I'm a qualified pastry chef.
Is that so? Thought you could buy those in stores.
No, you can. Anyway, it's not the hat that matters, it's the head underneath.
So then, can anyone call himself a pastry chef?
I mean, anyone could be a chef, even a rat.
Oh, look at that. Like, don't you have the loveliest toys, Greggy Pegleg?
Ah! I hate that. Ah!
But that colour. Oh no, that won't do. Here, let me put a lovely splodge of cream on it.
Please stop that.
Oh, that's actually... Oh, that's her. Has nothing to say about it. Nothing to say about the kettle. Teapot, rather. Contest rules? Nothing. she's already talked about that. Key! Dang it. Alright, well, I know what I'm doing.
Got these.
The rock crystal stands and the pillars in front of the castle feature the same hexagonal shape. I believe the crystals are meant to be placed on top of the pillars.
Oh yeah, hexagon to hexagon. Makes perfect sense.
But if that's the case, then why were they being hidden inside the castle?
Good question.
The rolls of blue cloth and the rock crystals inside the castle. I imagine both must belong to Miss Scone. Miss Scone, what were you using these items inside the castle for?
Oh, those? Sorry, Lambkin, but I'm not allowed to say.
Let me guess. Von Karma?
Hey, how'd you know? Please don't ask me to tell you. He'll have my guts for garters.
It seems the prosecution really has no intention of sharing anything with the defense.
Man, thought we were onto something with those giant rock crystals, but...
What's that, Gary? You're interested in my little trinkets?
Your... trinkets?
Yes, my sweet. I use them to make people all lovely and relaxed.
You use rock crystals and cloth to do that.
I do.
Excuse me. Something was...
It's wonderful. You should see it. And they're not just any old rock crystals either. They're great big lumps of salt with lights inside them.
Oh, salt lamps.
Wow. Those things are lamps? Oh, that's not even the half of it. Those cloths hold an even more exciting secret.
More dead bodies?
She really opened up the moment we started talking about her trinkets.
Since you're here, why don't I give you lovely boys a taste of my relaxation magic, Oh, Baddie Bumpkin. Yeah! Could you... Can you get it all out and set it up for me?
The name is bad.
Is that a no? Why are you being so selfish, Baddie Bumpkin?
Yeah, I'm with you, Greg.
You, have you finished taking photos of this room yet?
Yes, sir, we have, sir.
But help Miss Scone here with something, will you?
Yes, sir, right away, sir.
Oh, you're sweetie at heart, aren't you, Baddie B?
That's amazing, Miss Scone. You got him to do exactly what you wanted. That's some talent. Good gravy.
Thank you ever so much, Baddykins. And you, Officer Lovely.
She's even giving nicknames to the forensics guys now. I guess it's her way of showing that she cares.
So, what about this is supposed to be relaxing exactly?
Don't be a big sourpuss, Baddie B. The fun's only just beginning.
Oh, hold on. Could this be the Le Puff Puff?
Officer Lovely, you can switch it on now.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, pretty!
Huh.
Wow, it's beautiful!
It is. I wish my son were here to see it.
No, if only it was bring your child to work day.
Isn't it, though? Isn't it just wonderful? The 4 adorable elves and the sweetest little castle made of sweets. That's my theme, you see. And I thought it would be extra lovely if it was all lit up. Isn't it the nicest thing you've ever seen?
One of the elves must be feeling a little left out.
this is how it was supposed to look for the contest. And I'm glad you lovely boys got to see it at least.
Wait, shouldn't the lamps be lit up too?
What's happened here? I wonder.
Just realized, her face in the bowl, she should have a funny noise to go with it. I think we better take a look at those lamps and the elves one more time. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Like this? The lamps appear to be broken. Bulbs are smashed. Both of them. Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? I don't know. Look, there's a red stain on the one on the left. That's not just a stain, that's... Yep, it's blood alright. I can smell it.
Bloody lamp. What? Blood?
Why is there blood on this lamp? Would it have something to do with why its bulb is broken? We better take a closer look at the other one, too. So Miss Scone had actually intended to use these lamps in her display. Why were they stashed inside the castle? Maybe because they're broken?
No, actually, that's not why.
Except there's plenty of other places she could have put them.
The best place to hide some salt is in some sugar. Isn't that how it goes?
Or perhaps the best place to hide a tree is in a forest. Anyway, if her intention was to put these salt lamps in her final display, that contradicts a certain piece of evidence in my possession. I'll need to point it out by making a deduction. This be related to the evidence.
Yes. Just to recap, non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration.
Eureka!
Take a look at the list of rules for the contest, Detective. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration. That means the salt lamps and the luminous cloths would both have been against the rules.
Is that why they were stashed away inside the castle?
I think we need to dig a little further into this with Miss Scone before we can say for sure. Shoes are already covered in cream. I wouldn't go any closer unless you want the same thing to happen to you. We've seen what's behind those doors. There's really no need to look again.
Hey, let's look at this elf.
This elf doesn't have an illuminated cloth over it like the others.
It's not fair to leave the poor guy out, Miss Scone. Well, I didn't want to, did I, dear? But one of my cloths and one of my little machines went missing.
A cloth and...
Ow, sorry. Just adjusting my butt.
What sort of machine exactly?
Oh, you'll never guess how it all works. Those luminous cloths are connected to these little thingamajigs.
Optic fibers.
They're called, full-spectrum light-emitting devices. They send light down the main cable and into each optical fiber strand. That's what makes the cloth glow.
I love optical fiber lights. They are so cool.
With a little bit of fiddling, you can change the light to any color in the whole wide world. That's so many colors. Bright red like ferocious fiery flames. Or like my dress. Cold blue like clinking crystals of ice. Like my little emerald on my antler. They have these special batteries that last for donkey's years. And they don't mind the cold at all.
Forgive me. So these machines, they're what makes the special luminous cloth light up in all the beautiful colors, Mr. E. I see. So much new technology. I can barely keep up.
Don't worry, they'll still be using black and white CCTV in 2018.
No, wait. 2016? Yeah.
So these light-emitting devices, you lost one of them. You lost one of them and a piece of luminous cloth.
That's right, Lankin. Heaven only knows where they could have got to.
This cloth. It could have something to do with the case.
Right. I think... Actually, we can do this one too.
The whipped cream in this room is collapsing because the temperature's too high. It's 68 degrees. My messed up shoes can vouch for that. And yet... when you opened the doors to the castle, the handles themselves were just fine. Yeah, they were sturdier than expected.
They're not made of food.
Sturdy? That's not the way I would describe most things made of confectionaries. I think we'd better take another look at those handles, don't you? What? What the? I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy. It's not just the handles. The whole castle, the little elves. They're all just plastic models with whipped cream smeared on top.
What? So none of this is confectionery art after all?
No. It's simply made to look like candy, with the cream having been added to lend it all an air of authenticity.
Girl? Ma'am? Girl? Ma'am? Let's ask her about this. Can we? Nope. Oh, whoops. Nope, that was actually a thing. Hold on, I'll go back. No, no, no! I'm a dingus. Let's try that again. Oh, you've got quite the eye, haven't you, dearie? You'd be amazed at how it works. Actually, never mind.
Huh?
I can't go giving away my secrets now, can I?
Well, that was strange. What just happened? Did Mr. Von Karma bully her into staying silent about what she knows?
Alright. Now we can do the things. I'm pretty sure this is right. If it's not, I'll bite my hat.
We know that the victim was struck and killed with something blunt, and we found blood on one of the lamps, which has a smashed bulb inside. Would the lamp not have been the murder weapon?
Oh, for sure. It could definitely do enough damage to kill someone.
You, science guy. Bill! Did you finish analyzing the blood from the lamp yet?
Yes, sir. Just got done a minute ago, sir. The blood is the victim's, no doubt about it.
That was quick. There you have it.
Well, isn't this suspicious?
So the murder weapon was hidden in Miss Scone's room. I'm beginning to think we may need to add her to our list of suspects. What is it?
Oopsie. Didn't mean to talk to you, mister. Babe. God damn it. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. It was an earthquake. Or at least a tremor. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. I'm really sorry. Oh my god. I need to go check on some things. I'll be back. I need to check that everything's okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh my god.
I made some tea while I was checking on the birds. They're fine. They're a little startled as well. And I'm still shaking. Oh, I made myself some tea in the meantime. You really don't expect to have a earth tremor come at you. I mean, just, ugh. It's a lot. God. Now, is there something they missed at the castle? Because the king...
I don't believe there's any more to be found here.
Sure? I guess... Okay. Is this it? Two of these three have to go together at some point forever.
So not only did she use decorations that were against the rules, she didn't even make any real sweets. Oh my god, maybe she is a plasterer. Miss Scone made a mockery of the rules. Yeah, guess she's not gonna get crowned world's greatest now. Mm-mm.
And why is it so warm in here? Do you think it's got something to do with all this?
That's a good question. I think we better go ask Miss Scone herself.
Also, keep in mind, I live on the second floor, on the upper floor of my house. I thought I was going to be thrown to the side. Genuinely. Ah. Hey. I need a second. I need another second. I'm still full of that adrenaline. Hey, Miss Scone. About the temperature of your room.
Miss Scone, why is the temperature of your room set to 68 degrees?
Because I hate the cold, don't I, dearie? And besides, being chilly's no good for a girl.
What girl?
If I want to keep my fresh-faced complexion, I've got to be careful about these things. We ladies have to stay young, don't you know?
How old is she really, though? That's what I'd like to know.
Actually,
God damn it, it's a mystery to everyone.
it's not polite to speculate on a person's age, Eddie. But most of your work is made out of whipped cream. And whipped cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees, or it starts to deflate.
Is that so, dearie? Well, silly me, eh? I've only gone and made a whoopsie.
I'd say you've done more than that. Wait, she really didn't know that? Ma'am? What are you doing here, really?
World-class confectioner, my foot. Not only did she break the rules by using fake candy, she's ignorant of the basic facts about her supposed craft. Miss Scone grows more mysterious by the minute.
Hey!
Really?
I guess it's a thing we have to... Jigsaw.
Miss Scone appears to lack basic knowledge about how confectionery is created. And she says that she snuck into another entrance room for research purposes. Hardly the actions of a world-class confectioner competing for a major prize. Yeah, not how I'd picture a top pro acting. Does she maybe just lack a little confidence, or is she not actually a confectioner at all?
Oops, I slipped into Edgeworth there. Miles. Or is she not actually a confectioner at all?
Perhaps she had another agenda altogether. After all, we only have her word for it that she went into that room to do some research.
Wait, you mean... maybe she went in there to commit a murder?
There's no way of saying so for certain just yet. She is hiding something, that much I'm certain of.
Perfect.
That's enough investigating for now, don't you think? Yes, we've certainly found plenty of interest. Something's been bothering me for a while now. Mr. Von Karma would have surely found the murder weapon when he searched this room.
Interesting.
And yet, he didn't arrest Miss Scone. He didn't even seem interested in questioning her. I think our first priority should be to find out what he's really up to. Detective Bad, I have a few things I'd like to ask Mr. Von Karma. Me too. Him and Scone.
How could you, Batty Bumpkin? Stop staring at me like that.
It appears Detective Bad is just as suspicious of Mr. Von Karma and Miss Scone as I am. Miss Scone, would you be so kind as to accompany us?
Of course, dear. Where are we off to?
To find Mr. Von Karma.
Oh, that should be him. It's so close to Christmas, guys.
Santa!
Mr. Von Karma, we'd like to speak with you if that's all right.
Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon.
We did.
We did. Blah. Still not right, but whatever.
This was in Miss Scone's room. Which means that Mr. Tangaroa should no longer be the only person of interest.
Ha! Nonsense. It doesn't matter where the weapon was found. Tangaroa is guilty. And as long as this is my case, guilty he shall remain.
How can he be so sure of Mr. Tangaroa's guilt? You have an explanation, I assume, for why the murder weapon was in Miss Scone's room?
Huh. Of course I do. And I'll be delighted to share it with you. Oh boy. The murder weapon. Tangaroa killed Frost with one of Scone's salt lamps in order to frame her for the murder. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon, considerably less so. And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. But...
Oh, I love that sprite animation.
Sorry.
So it's your assertion that Mr. Tangaroa took the salt lamp back to Miss Scone's room?
It is indeed. But it is more than an assertion. It is a fact, based on my own investigation.
You mean you have proof that he did so?
Huh. I don't need any such thing.
What?
If you have a rebuttal, I'll be happy to hear it.
What?
But I highly doubt you'll be able to fault my logic.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Tangaroa killed Frost with one of the salt lamps in order to frame him for the murder. Why would he do that?
Hold it!
So he took one of the salt lamps from Miss Scone's room back to his own.
Indeed. He prepared it beforehand, knowing that it would be the perfect weapon with which to kill Frost.
But we found the lamp in Miss Scone's room. Surely this casts Miss Scone herself in a suspicious light.
Ha! Perhaps if you'll let me finish. Now, as I was saying...
To complete the deception, he took back the ring must be the gun.
Hold it!
When would he have had the time for that?
You're talking about the lamp made of rock salt that was hidden inside the Candy Castle, correct?
Precisely. I was the one who found it. So, be grateful. It's thanks to me you even have such a vital piece of evidence.
What made you go inside the castle in the first place, if you don't mind me asking?
Good point. Maybe he just wanted to see what it was like in there? Oh, maybe he just wanted to recapture some of his lost childhood.
Fools! You think I went in there on a whim? I went in there because detectives are an incompetent lot. So I investigated it myself.
But I had nothing to do with the initial investigation. That's right. Detective Bad wasn't a part of this investigation until very recently.
Ha! If you want my trusted detective, you'll have to earn it. And a good first step would be to stop wasting my time. Now, if you'll allow me to continue. If it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious.
How? Can you explain that for me?
Hold it!
But he came under suspicion anyway due to the body being in his room. So why?
Would you like to hear a favorite expression of mine? Even a dog can hold still and stay. Now let me finish!
If only I could say the same to you.
Body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon less so.
Hold it!
So you think he hid the body in the chest, but removed the murder weapon from the crime scene?
Yes, he foolishly believed his own creation to be the perfect hiding place.
I'm sorry. I had to help myself.
I think you mean you couldn't help yourself, no? She doesn't seem very sorry to me.
In any case, the weapon was taken away while the body remained at the scene of the crime.
Doesn't that sound familiar? I wonder why. And that's why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect?
But if there's no proof, how can you say for certain that Mr. Tangaroa is the culprit?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Is that the best you can do at pressing me? Listen here. The presence of the body in Tangaroa's room is in itself proof enough of his guilt.
Objection!
And you didn't find evidence pointing to any other possible suspects?
Ah!
Perhaps you should take another look. You might.
You really don't give up, do you? There's no need to take another look. Tangaroa is guilty. End of story. If you insist on asserting otherwise, then show me some proof to back up your ridiculous claims.
I have to think back over the scene of the crime. If Mr. Tangaroa really isn't guilty, then there must be something that points to somebody else. Pressing Mr. Von Karma on any of his statements won't have much of an effect, I fear. My only hope is to find a piece of evidence that contradicts his claims.
Okay. I think this is it.
Objection!
Oh, thank goodness.
It's true that the murder weapon and the blood-stained chocolate were removed from the scene of the crime. But something else remained that does point to one person in particular. Take another look at the photograph of the body, if you will. A cloth covering the victim's lower half. Is that not one of the same luminous cloths we found in Miss Scone's room?
Oh, what's that there? One of my lovely colourful cloths. At the scene of the crime, you say?
Huh. Luminous cloth? Nonsense! I see no light to speak of.
What, do you have object impermanence, my dude? I guess he doesn't know how it works.
It may look like ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these light-emitting devices, and the difference soon becomes apparent.
It's glowing! Ooh! Hell yeah! Sweating! Look at his face. I don't think he was expecting that.
But the fact that the cloth can be lit up is neither here nor there. I have to show why it's important. One of the rolls of cloth from Miss Scone's room went missing. And if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, wouldn't you say it's clearly made of the same material, Mr. Von Karma? Huh. The salt lamp and the luminous cloth both belong to Miss Scone. And seeing as the body was wrapped in said cloth, surely even you have to admit that's suspicious. Mr. Von Karma? I think it's time to accept that a number of factors point to Miss Scone as a person of interest.
Greggy Pegleg, how could you? You're accusing me of all people!
I'm not accusing you of anything just yet. But I do think you're hiding something.
That's not...
Just to clarify, your assertion is that both the murder weapon and the cloth were in Miss Scone's room prior to the murder.
Exactly. Is something funny?
Only that you've walked so carelessly into my trap. Neither the cloth nor the murder weapon were in fact in her room. So sorry to have to break it to you.
What does he mean?
Tangaroa spotted them before the contest began, and noted that the lamps and the claws contravened the rules. He subsequently confiscated them and took them to his own room for safekeeping.
What?
Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost as he had secluded himself in his room. The only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did the only key.
And
And as you now know, he was also in possession of the lamp used to commit the murder. So you see, I've had everything I need to get Tangaroa convicted all along. Smashing! Well, how does it feel? To have lost to me before even setting foot into the courtroom.
This can't be happening.
Wait, all our hard work was for nothing? Miss Scone, why didn't you tell us your stuff was confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa? The mannequin said that if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being the one under suspicion.
Mr. Von Karma said that?
And he wasn't wrong now, was he? You two accused me yourselves just a second ago.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Pathetic.
Curse you, Von Karma. You led us to the murder weapon knowing we'd make certain assumptions as a result.
One more thing, my pathetic friend.
Oh, no, you're no friend of ours.
There are 2 and only 2 sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon.
2?
Yes, those of Delicia Scone and Samson Tangaroa. No others were found. Tangaroa used the lamp he had confiscated to murder Frost, and was foolish enough to hide it in Scone's room without first removing his fingerprints. Tisk, tisk, tisk. At this rate, no one will even need to testify. My perfect evidence will do all the talking for me as I secure his guilty verdict.
Objection!
But wait! What about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaroa's room?
Ha! What about it? He probably meant to return it after disposing of the body.
I don't have enough to disprove any of what he's saying.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. No more pitiful objections. Such a pity. Pity, pity, pity. Then get out of my sight and close the door behind you.
Mr. E?
I'm not about to just give up.
Huh. I see you mean to waste more of my time. Bad. Escort them off the premises now.
This investigation is not over yet. Detective Bad.
What is the meaning of this?
Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of leaving cases half solved. There's still one last thing from the crime scene we haven't identified. He's right. We still have the evidence of somebody's activities to account for.
Huh? We can discuss your lingering doubts at our leisure, Detective. But whatever they might be, they're no business of the defense's.
Objection!
I beg to differ.
Then beg.
There's a piece of evidence I'm still not satisfied about either. And I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Bad.
What?
This is the yet unidentified something that was left in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
The seal!
Take that!
We still have a property... Oh, that's wrong. I picked the wrong thing. Oopsie.
Oh,
Take that!
There are finger marks on one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations. Supposing they belong to the murderer, it could certainly explain how the prints didn't end up on the murder weapon. How do you know so much about the crime scene?
We're not stupid.
Because I let them look around.
Objection!
You let the defense examine the scene, Bad? Are you out of your mind? I don't remember you telling me not to. Huh! Insolent worm! You would do well to remember this then, Detective. That the results of your next salary review are up to me!
Detective Bad's in trouble now, too. I'm sure glad you're my boss, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you do well to remember that the results of your salary review are up to your performance here.
Oh no!
A mere attorney uncovering such a fact based on a cursory investigation. I'm almost impressed.
Oopsie.
But it's entirely possible that those finger marks belong to Tangaroa. After all, he wore gloves while preparing his creations.
Objection!
But can you prove conclusively that the finger marks are his? Furthermore, there's still something about Miss Scone that doesn't add up. Is there? Or are you simply not prepared to admit defeat?
I mean, we're not, but that's besides the point.
Oh, stop it, Greggy! Stop it, stop it! Why are you being so mean to your poor old pal, Delicia?
You're not my pal.
I owned up to nibbling poor Sammy Boople's sweeties. What more do you want?
I don't want to have to make you a suspect. That much is certain. But you lied to us. And you're still not telling us everything.
Greggy, stop it! Stop bullying me! I don't like it!
I'm sorry, but you don't even know the temperature whipped cream should be kept at. What kind of professional confectioner doesn't know something as fundamental as that?
Okay, that's a plane.
I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry, I'm just a silly muddle-headed girl. What more do you want me to say? Don't ask me, I am just a girl. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha!
Bonkers. I don't think you're muddle-headed at all. I think that you were never a confectioner in the first place.
Objection!
Enough! I'll thank you to keep your baseless accusations to yourself. Evidence is everything in a courtroom, in case you've forgotten. If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand you present something to back it up. But this isn't a courtroom, is it? Nevertheless.
I'm glad Gregory at least points it out.
What proof do I have that Miss Scone doesn't know the first thing about making desserts?
The fake confections.
Take that!
Every single one of Miss Scone's creations breaks the rules of the contest.
Objection!
The offending items, the claws and the laps, were duly confiscated, as we have established. And the witness did not go and bring them back to her room herself.
Objection!
However, but those weren't the only rule-breaking items in her room. What? The entire fantastical world Miss Scone created. Every last bit of it. It's all just a collection of plastic models slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in that room. Ah! No real world title contender would ever stoop so low. Is this true, Bad? Yep. Saw it with my own eyes. Stepped in it with my own shoes.
Did we finally convince him?
With her lies exposed like this, surely he can't continue to deny the facts. Miss Scone, your actions place you firmly on our list of suspects.
But no, dear, I'm no killer.
Then why don't you finally start telling us the truth? Who are you really, and why were you tampering with your rival's work?
All right. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook you see before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can believe it.
Oh, that does explain the weird food colorings then.
A pharmacist?
I can't blame him for being so surprised. This couldn't be further from what we'd imagined. So what's somebody in your line of work doing entering a contest like this one?
Well, I just love eating sweeties, if you must know. And Sammy Pooble's sweets are the best. Or so they say. I just had to enter. I didn't mean to end up making it all the way to the final.
Wow, even Von Karma's just taken aback by this.
Even Mr. Von Karma is lost for words.
That's it? That's the only reason you're here? Yes, dearie. And it was worth it. Samson Silly Pants' sweeties are the tastiest treats I ever did eat.
The finger marks? Were you the one wearing the gloves?
No. That wasn't me, dear. I don't even wear gloves.
Remember, Miss Scone's fingerprints were found elsewhere on Mr. Tangaroa's other creations. I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves.
Exactly as I'm kin. Reggie Peglegs got the right end of the stick. I'm an innocent woman.
Objection.
For maybe, I don't know.
Is your head filled with cream too?
Sorry, mannequins.
Her head may not be filled with cream, but she's certainly no master of subterfuge. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dear. I couldn't help myself. When I'd finished my afternoon tea, I took over to Chillywinks' room for a little taste too.
You were in the victim's room too?
Yes, dear. Nobody else was in there, you see.
Quite possibly because the occupant was already dead.
But I could only stomach one little bite. I never tasted anything so salty in all my life.
Hello?
So I had myself one of the tasty star-shaped bits off to the side to cleanse my palate.
You have quite the sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scone?
Indeed. What did she sample?
That's everything, I promise. Reggie Peggles, mannequins, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make a mess of things.
As long as what you've told us is the truth, that's all that matters in the end. Do not think for a second that this means I myself believe you. I'm going to investigate the victim's room now. We'll see how truthful you've really been after I'm through. Mr. Von Karma, please, let us accompany you. I think it's only fair that we be allowed to investigate the veracity of our conclusions. Ha! Accompany me if you like. But don't think for a second you'll be permitted to conduct your own investigation.
Oh, yeah, I had a burp.
We'd like to accompany you all the same.
December 24th, 9 p.m. 3 hours till almost Christmas.
What in the...
What is the meaning of this? Well, shit! That's not good!
When we got to Frost's room, we saw nada. It was all gone, the whole enchilada. Was this the work of the culprit? A dead body hidden in a chocolate chest? A murder weapon moved mysteriously to another room? This case was a real peach, and it was gonna take some serious sleuthing to get to the bottom of it all. Oh, to be continued. Okay. Tell you what, this is a great time for me to take a break. Or rather, finish up stream. 'Cause Manfred's starting to wear on me. And that all the panic's left me, so I'm from that tremorilia. So I think I'm happy to just take it easy for the rest of the night. Gosh. But hey, thanks for watching if you did. Sorry about the sudden scream into the microphone that I did when that tremor hit. But until then, you should see me again on Monday, hopefully, for more of maybe, oh, what's that game called again? The Case of the Golden Idol. And right, I gotta do the DLCs. Hell, the DLC for the first DLC for the Rise of the Golden Idol is coming out on the 4th, but that's a Tuesday.
And I don't have any money.
I really gotta set up that shop of mine. I'll figure it out. Alright. Until then, take care of yourselves. And I'll see y'all again. Same Iskabird time, same Iskabird place. Good night. Pew 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 pew.